My name is Maria Richards, and this is my final project for my Psychology of Language class. Today we will be discussing Mondegreens. What is a Mondegreen? This is a misinterpreted or misunderstood word or phrase from mishearing lyrics. This occurs when the listener cannot clearly hear the lyrics of a song or poem and then substitutes different words that could potentially make sense in that phrase. The term was coined in 1954 by Sylvia Wright due to her own misheard lyric from a Scottish ballad. The phrase said, quote, "and laid him on the green," end quote. But she thought the lyric was, quote, "and Lady Mondegreen," end quote. Hence why these slip-of-the-ear words are called Mondegreens. Mishearing lyrics can lead an individual to unintentionally use wrong words in a song, thus inadvertently changing the meaning. These are called malapropisms. The psychology behind Mondegreens is that there are multiple different causes to make this error. One cause is confirmation bias, which is people hear what they want to hear to confirm their own preconceived ideas. So if an individual misunderstands a lyric, they might replace it with something they more readily understand. One infamous example of this is from Jimi Hendrix's song Purple Haze that came out in 1970. In this song he says, quote, "kiss this guy," end quote, but it has been widely misinterpreted as, quote, "kiss the sky," end quote. One study by Michael S. Vidovich compared common words that are frequently misperceived and found that they had higher word neighborhood density as well as frequency. This supports the idea that people can easily confuse words with words they previously have been exposed to. Another reason people hear Mondegreens is due to cognitive dissonance. This is where the listener cannot fully hear and understand the words being sung by the singer, so they make up words that kind of fit and make sense with what they hear. An example of this would occur when listening to the singer Ariana Grande. Sometimes her lyrics are not enunciated very well, or they are sung too fast, or sometimes both, and this creates a psychological unsettling, which the listener tries to compensate by resolving the lyrics on their own. Mondegreens are also the punchline of the children's game known as telephone. This is where a phrase is passed from one person to another, and by the last person, the phrase has changed due to the Mondegreens and malapropisms that have been received and passed on to the next individual. So the game's purpose is to play with the psychological effect of both Mondegreens and malapropisms. Also, some quasi-medical terms can be misheard as well, such as varicose veins might be misinterpreted as very close veins. Lactose intolerant can often be misinterpreted as black toast intolerant. So these are just examples of how Mondegreens can easily slip into everyday words and everyday hearings. One question arises though, are Mondegreens specific to native English speakers? Or do people with other native language backgrounds also experience them? A study by Hitomi Nakata found that native Japanese speakers with little knowledge of the English language were exposed to English songs. The individuals would misinterpret combinations of English words for Japanese instead. Further studies would be beneficial to see how Mondegreens affect other languages. So in conclusion, Mondegreens are a common psychological mishap that most people experience. They are unusual and sometimes funny. We have even made games from the errors. But further studies, though, would help our understanding of Mondegreens in other languages as well. Thank you for listening.